everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is the first video you've ever watched. I'm sorry it's very dark at the moment, and we've repainted this wall. It used to be orange, now it's a lovely like midnight navy blue. It's really nice, but my fairy lights aren't working, and I was going to put them on in the background so it wasn't just all dark, because I kind of blend in. But yeah, we're gonna have to deal with it just for this video because it's the nicest, and I don't have my ring light like I said in the last video, because I don't know when I'm next gonna be doing a video for certain after this one. But yeah, in this video all I'm gonna be doing is just like a quick Q&A. I asked for some questions on Instagram all about my TNS experience and also my experience in Canada and filming and acting, and just kind of answering questions from you guys. But before we start, you might have noticed I don't have a boyfriend anymore. Unfortunately, it was nice while it lasted. And I have a fiance instead. Was Canada cold when you went? Do you know what? I prepared myself for it to be really cold because like I asked Miles, I was like, oh, what kind of stuff do you recommend me bringing? So I brought my hat, my gloves, I brought some leggings to put on under my jeans in case I needed double layers. And the one day that we went out and about Toronto, I did wear pretty much all of those things, but it wasn't as cold as I thought it was going to be. It was like oddly, like the temperature was low, but it didn't feel as cold there as it does when it's cold here. I don't know what the reason is for that. I assume there's some geography behind it, but it wasn't as cold as I thought. Did you see any TNS souvenirs? Yes, I chose this question because basically on location where they film, there's like the different offices of obviously all the behind the scenes people, the production crew, but in this one office there's the Face of Absolute Dance poster, you know, the giant one of Rochelle, and that is in the office, so I saw that as a souvenir. How is acting on TV different to being a presenter on TV? And congratulations, thank you. So it's do you know what, I think it helped me a lot, especially with learning lines, because we only had like a 10-minute turnaround, half an hour turnaround at max on CBBC when we learn each link that goes out live, and I've gotten quite good at retaining what I need to say and working out how to remember like my transitions into different words. Usually I choreograph, so I'll know that if I do this with my hands, this will mean that I need to say this, and I don't know, that's the way that my brain works well. But it definitely prepared me well. I'm obviously used to being on camera, so that wasn't like scary for me. It was more so trying to think how not to overact, but also act big enough for it to be seen. Because obviously I can be thinking in my head an emotion and not show it on my face, because that's what you do in real life, but it needs to be big enough that you can kind of interpret it on screen, but it's not too big. So I don't know how I did at that, but I definitely tried my best not to overact or underact. So hopefully I got a nice medium. Were you nervous, and what were the producers and crew like? I wasn't actually nervous, I don't think. I more so just didn't want to let people down, but I wasn't nervous to do it. It was more so just I wanted them to be happy with everything I was giving them. And the producers and crew were all lovely. Was it weird filming with the cast, or was it natural as you filmed YouTube videos with them before? Well, that's quite a good question actually, because when I met them I didn't feel like I was meeting people for the first time. Obviously because I'd spoken to them before, but I've never seen them in real life, but I just kind of felt very welcomed. So I didn't feel intimidated acting with them, or like, oh my god, I'm acting with TNS people. I think it's really gonna hit me when I see it, to be honest. So when like the season actually airs and I see myself on screen with cast members, I'll be like, damn, I did that. Did you get to meet all the cast members, and if so, how was that? I got to meet all the cast members that were there at the time. That way I don't spoil who is there and who isn't there. Did the director ask for some feedback for the storyline of season 8? No. When I wrapped though, I was asked if kind of my experience being on set has made me see the show differently in terms of how they create it, but honestly it didn't, because I kind of expected it all. The script was a bit looser than I thought it was. Where's my script? Oh my god, you can see my name is here on the script. But yeah, that was kind of the only thing that I thought was slightly different, because it is very much kind of just a paragraph of what happens, and there's lines within it, but it's very loose, which was nice because that's the way that we work on CBBC as well. Were you sad to leave? I was sad to leave. When I wrapped, I felt a feeling of, oh, it's over. And also when I finished filming with Miles, and when I left Miles, because that was literally the day before I was flying back home. So it kind of just felt like a big close, and I was gonna cry. I held it back. What was something you saw / experienced that was nothing like you expected it to be? I spoke a bit about this in my video with Miles, but the toilets were not what I was expecting. I didn't think I had to expect anything, but they were different to what I was expecting. I don't know though. To be fair, it just felt like another place. It didn't feel drastically different. What was your first thoughts when you walked onto the set for the first time? It was quite overwhelming. There was a lot happening when I walked onto the set for the first time. It felt odd. It felt like kind of surreal. But like I said, I don't think anything's actually hit me, and I don't think it will until I see footage of myself, like on set and actually acting. I don't know. It still hasn't really sunk in. Have you had any previous acting experience, or was this the first time? No, this is my first professional acting time, like being paid for an acting job. This is the first time. I've acted before in amateur movies and like in school musicals, but never something on this scale. Are there any OG characters returning? Hey, I literally don't even know that much, because when I was there, they did their very best to keep things a secret still from me, because I asked them to. I didn't even know that Michelle is back in season 8 until Victoria posted that picture of her. Oh, I'm so excited to see Michelle. I know one OG character that is back, but I think also majority of people also know that they're back. But I don't know anyone else. Literally, that's it. Does Kenzie get a storyline? We'll have to wait and see. What was the hardest bit of your experience? It was definitely the flight there and the whole journey there. That was the hardest because, okay, story time. Before I flew to Canada, in order to get on the flight to Canada, you needed to have a PCR test done 72 hours before, I think, or at least 72 hours before. And I thought that we had this done. It turned out mine expired by a few hours when I got it checked, and that was like absolutely amazing for a really anxious person who's never travelled alone anywhere, let alone 8 hours away on a plane. So I had to get a PCR test done at the airport. I was crying because I had to pay for it, and I was like, what? I didn't anticipate doing this. Then when I had it done and I left, I tripped over my suitcase and I really hurt my knee. If you don't know, I have really bad knees anyway, so my knees are really hurting. I called my mom and I was like, Mom, I don't want to go. I just want to come back home. I just couldn't be bothered. It was one of those like, yeah, everything was going wrong. But the lovely people from CBBC and the TNS production team, they were in contact with me and they were helping me out. Then once that was done, I just had to rebook the flight. That was all right. Actually, no, because I got a Costa while I was waiting for my PCR test result to come back, and it wasn't very nice. They'd overcooked my vegan bacon roll, and it was too hard, and I didn't enjoy that either. But once I got through, no, wait. So my PCR test came back, and on the certificate that says I've had it done and it was negative, I put today's date in, or that day's date, instead of my date of birth. So then they were like, oh, you've got the wrong date of birth. I was like, I clearly wasn't born today. And then when I was in Montreal, I couldn't really find anything to eat that I liked. I paid $6 for a bottle of water. I still am baffled by that. Honestly, like, so much went wrong, but it all worked out in the end, and it was good. Are you in one episode, or are you a recurring character? I don't just come in, say something, and then leave. I am in more than one episode. I'm really excited. Did you like the food? Do you know what? The UK has so many more vegan options than what I found in Toronto. And Toronto is meant to be like one of the main cities, pretty sure, in Canada. Like, for example, McDonald's, they don't have the McPlant in Canada, and I was shocked. near the end of the week, I sat in the bath in my hotel room and I ate this pasta, spicy pasta, which was so good, and I had the best time of my life with that pasta. And then when I went out with Miles, I had this, what is it? Literally, I've been trying to get it here and I can't find anywhere that does it. It was like kale noodles, ramen in a broth thing. I don't know what it was, but it was amazing. Do you know exactly how season 8 is going to happen, or did you just know your part? I just know my part and my plot. That's literally it. There's, like I said, I don't know anything. I didn't know Michelle was back. I don't know why she's back. I don't know half the new characters because I didn't see them when I was there. I didn't meet all of the cast that were there. I only met the people that I interacted with because obviously I was only there for a week, so they kind of had to just shoot my scenes out of order and then just continue with everything else. So yeah, I don't know what's happening. Was it hard to find accommodation, or did you have a friend who helped you? No, TNS set it all up. TNS and CBBC communicated. They booked my hotel for me. They booked my flights. The only thing that I did, i.e. flights, was book my the one that I had to rebook because I missed the first one. How did they ask you and when? If you want to know the answer to that, then watch my character in the next step season 8 not clickbait video, because I have the whole announcement video in there that CBBC set up for me, and it was a lovely surprise. Do you like Canada or the UK better? Also, when will season 8 come out? Love your videos so much, thanks. I don't know when it's gonna come out. I literally don't know, no one knows yet. And I do like the UK better, but to be honest, there's not many places I like better than the UK. I'm just a homebody. I don't travel much. I don't enjoy traveling that much. I like my comforts, and when I landed back in the UK, I was like, even though I was really sad, I was like, oh, this is home. Like walking through Heathrow Airport, I was like, oh. Were the filming hours quite long, and how did you find it? The earliest I was on set, this was all my day, so my call time was 6 a.m, so I would have been picked up from my hotel at 5:40. I was due on set at 7:30. And my wrap time was estimated to be 3 o'clock, but it was 6 that we finished. The picture that I put up holding my the clapperboard, that was my wrap time. Like, that was when I finished my scenes for the day. I think it was it 6:30? 18:27, I think it was. Do you want to carry on acting on the next step? You know what, if they asked me to go back for like another season, if there is one, or just any reason, I would. I had the time of my life. I'd do it again. And I do really like acting, but I don't know whether I'd want to be an actress full time. It's a lot of work, and I enjoy presenting and kind of just being myself and having fun. I think it's quite hard to obviously be yourself and another person when you're acting. So yeah, I don't know if I'd want to be an actress, but if TNS wanted me back, I'd go back. Did you meet any OG TNS cast members? No. Like, I didn't know Michelle was back. I met Nick, okay? Assistant director Nick, who also plays Nick from Elite. I met him, but no. And Briar, if you count Briar's an OG. I know she was in season 1, but she wasn't on, you know, a character. But no, I didn't meet any OGs. Do you think you would have had this opportunity if it had not been that you became a presenter? No, I don't think so, because I would have just been a YouTuber, and I think it would have been a lot more difficult to work out how it all works. I guess it's very helpful that I have the contacts at CBBC to go through, and obviously because CBBC are the channel that's going to air the show, that probably has a lot to do with it. So no, I don't think so. Not a question, just saying that I've followed your channel for years. I'm so happy for you. Thank you. Did you read the script? I've read my own script. Yes. So I've read the scripts up to the episodes that I'm in. I haven't seen the rest of them because you don't get sent them unless you're in the episodes. Did you get to meet Victoria? No. Do you know how badly I would have wanted to meet Victoria? No. Did anyone try to do your accent like they do with Miles? Yes. Molly, Emily, I think Shane was there as well. They were basically going through a list, or Molly was, and saying like, what's the English word for this? I remember they were very shocked by lorry. Like, we have lorries, they have trucks. Yeah. Describe TNS 8 in 3 words. Well, I don't know everything that happens, but up to the point where I know what happens, Mysterious decisions and conflict. Yeah. If you don't know too much about the plot, can you make a season 8 predictions video? I would love to, but I'd be really nervous that I'd accidentally like get something right and then potentially have the risk of them saying, well, you knew this, so you've just spoiled the season. Do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't want to accidentally leak anything by just using my initiative. And I also wouldn't want to accidentally leak anything because obviously there's things that I've seen when I was there, so my brain's automatically going to put 2 and 2 together, and it might not have done that if I hadn't been there and seen things. So how did you get the role? I'm guessing Miles had a part in it. I actually don't know how I got the role. I'm sure Miles put in his Discord the other day that there's a story behind how I got the role. But all I know, because I asked Amy Wright this as well, and I'm pretty sure she said that when they were thinking of people to play the characters, my name was going around, like the discussion and stuff. Did you get travel sickness? What was it like traveling there? Did you like the journey? Well, I've said about my journey there. The journey back was beautiful, except for some reason I felt really, really sick when I first like sat down. Like I even had to go like to the toilet and just in case, but I was fine. I think it was just like nauseous, like butterflies, because I was really excited to see my boyfriend. I was really excited to just go home, like to be in my own bed, and yeah, I was just excited, I think. And finally, Molly Saunders has asked, who goes to nationals? I don't know, Molly, you tell us. I don't know. You have to watch and wait and find out. But yes, those are just some questions that you guys have asked me on my Instagram. I hope that's answered a few of them. I don't know when I'll next be posting a video. Honestly, I'm pretty sure my next one will be reacting to whatever is released next, because I can't do a theories video. I'm not doing a predictions video. I don't really have any more things to say about my experience. So I imagine just when the TNS content comes out, that's when I'll be back. So I will see you then. I'm so excited, honestly, for this new season. I really have high hopes for it. And there's so many things I keep seeing and I'm like, wow, like Michelle being back. Oh, I'm gonna lose my mind. But yeah, like this video if you enjoyed it. I'm sorry it's so dark. I feel like we've gone really edgy today with the lighting. Like this video, comment down below. Subscribe if you're ready for the new reaction videos to start rolling, and I'll see you very soon, guys. I'll see you in season 8. It's upon us, when it's near.